he's trying to dilute his brain into believing things that are basically not going to happen. I just don't understand how he can dilute his brain.
Like 100%, but I see him stronger. I see him mentally more focused. With the 140 weight division, he's gonna.
While he's giving you angles he can match Shakur's speed. Speed, yes, maybe not technique, but speed, yes. He has better power, and his feet are really good. So when he's on the side and creating angles, yes, I like Shakur on points. I would not be surprised if Teo won, and I would not.
Shakur Stevenson just drops bombshell on Teofimo Lopez Jr. after pullout rumors. Shakur didn't hold back, boldly claiming Lopez could quit before the fight even begins. He lays it all out, exposing the cracks in Teofimo's mindset, painting a picture of hesitation and doubt, while Stevenson positions himself as the confident, unshakable force, ready to seize the moment.
I have no clue. I can't tell you. I don't.
Shakur Stevenson explains why Teofimo Lopez could quit the fight. Shakur pulls no punches, breaking down Teofimo's hesitation like a master strategist. Comparing his own fights, he points out that, while he fought through pain, Lopez has shown stretches of inactivity, hinting at cracks in his game. Stevenson's sharp analysis paints a picture of a fighter who might fold under pressure.
Only reason why I don't think it was that big of a factor, because if you watch my fight with De Los Santos, if you pay attention when I was hurt, I wasn't throwing my hand at all.
Right.
I was only throwing one hand. When you watch his fight, it's like he didn't throw for 6 rounds, but then he started to throw 6 rounds later.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. admits his son might not be ready for Shakur Stevenson. In a shocking moment, Lopez Sr. acknowledges the challenge, saying his son isn't fully prepared and that Shakur's power is on another level. Despite Teofimo's potential in the 140-pound division, even his father warns of the danger, highlighting the gap in readiness and the pressure Shakur brings into the ring.
What I said to myself, okay, now we're in trouble, you know what I'm saying?
The Wade concept says both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez possess a level of delusion that makes them believe they're the best in the world. That unwavering confidence sets the stage for a clash of titans. Shakur knows Teofimo's self-belief is absolute, but when skill and strategy collide, only the fighter who can manage pressure will dominate the ring.
It's a level of delusion that allows them to believe they're the best at what they do on the planet, and there is no reservations about that. Like, I agree with Shakur that Teo legitimately thinks he's the best boxer in the world and has no reservations about it. Like, no.
Frank Warren calls out Teofimo Lopez for dragging his feet. He slams the delays, saying it's unfair to fighters in the sport. According to Warren, Lopez shows zero urgency, wasting everyone's time, while Shakur sharpens his edge. The veteran promoter warns boxing needs a radical overhaul, and Lopez's hesitation only proves he's not ready to face a focused, dominant Stevenson.
As long as you bloody get on with it and do it. It's just piss around, and it's not fair on the fighters. It's not fair on boxing and what goes out there. And it seems these guys, there's no urgency about it, and there shouldn't be like this. It needs to be radically overhauled and dealt with.
Eddie Hearn exposes Teofimo Lopez in a shocking revelation. With 2 substances allegedly detected just days before the fight, Hearn points to a mess that threatens Lopez's credibility and focus. While the controversy swirls, Shakur stays disciplined and prepared. Oh yeah. Hearn's insider insight paints Lopez as a fighter scrambling under pressure, making Stevenson's path to dominance even clearer.
Tested positive for 2 substances, right?
Yeah, I believe that.
Did the second one get confirmed?
I don't think it did. No, I think it was just Osterine in terms of what come back. And one of the horrible things is
Devin Haney warns that Teofimo Lopez is risking everything with PED. Using performance-enhancing drugs isn't just cheating, it's dangerous, even life-threatening. Haney highlights how reckless Lopez's choices are, while Shakur remains clean, disciplined, and ready. Ooh-wee. This contrast makes the looming fight less about chance and more about Stevenson exploiting a rival whose decisions could literally backfire in the ring.
When a guy is taking in performance enhancement drugs, it's just it's dangerous. It's dangerous for.
Jeff Mayweather blasts Teofimo Lopez for making boxing look bad. A fight of this magnitude is tarnished by controversy and questionable choices, and what may have seemed like bluff now exposes cracks in Lopez's game. Jeff emphasizes that Shakur, disciplined and focused, is poised to exploit any lapse, showing fans why Lopez's missteps might cost him before the first bell even rings.
I just think it's a bad look for boxing. I mean, no matter who did it, but to be in a fight of this magnitude, and first, I thought he fooled everyone by just playing crazy. But
Tim Bradley Jr. says we're going to see the best Shakur Stevenson yet. He praises Shakur's last performance, but notes there's still room to grow, especially inside the pocket. While Lopez has hype and power, Shakur's discipline and skill make him a nightmare to face. He stood his ground, fought strategically, and proved he can dominate in anyone's game. Lopez, despite all his talk, risks being outclassed again, facing a fighter who reads, adapts, and punishes mistakes, making Stevenson the clear favorite before they even step into the ring.
I think we're going to get the best Shakur that we've ever seen. You know, I thought his last fight was phenomenal to a degree. I felt like he can do a little bit better as well in some areas. You know, even inside the pocket, I thought he can do a little bit better. But I just thought his performance overall, you know, everybody was saying he was going to run. He didn't run. You know, he stood right there in the pocket and he fought the man in his own game and beat him.
George Kambosos doesn't hold back, calling out Teofimo Lopez if he cheated. Reacting to Lopez's failed test, he makes it clear, if there was wrongdoing, it's a disgrace. Kambosos' blunt take highlights Lopez's credibility issues and the shadow it cast over his career. Meanwhile, Shakur prepares with focus and integrity, turning Lopez's controversy into a psychological advantage. The message is loud and clear. Outside the ring or inside it, Teofimo's decisions are weakening his position, and Stevenson is ready to capitalize on every misstep.
When a test goes through and it goes to VADA, it's going to VADA. It ain't going to get mixed up. So he's done this, and if he's cheated, he's a piece of shit.
Jim Lampley states VADA doesn't lie, and Teofimo Lopez's hot tests demand action. As a legitimate scientific authority, VADA findings confirm that Lopez's A and B samples were positive. Lampley emphasizes accountability, signaling that no amount of excuses can erase the evidence. For Shakur Stevenson, this is more than controversy, it's a warning sign. Lopez enters the ring under scrutiny, pressure mounting, while Stevenson's clean, disciplined approach positions him to exploit both the physical and mental cracks in his opponent.
My basic response is VADA doesn't lie. VADA's for real. VADA's a legitimate scientific research organization. They have done a great job of helping boxing to clean up performance-enhancing drug policy.
Steven Espinoza warns that Teofimo Lopez is losing control of the narrative online. Social media frenzy has exploded, but it's not all hype. Much of it highlights controversy around Lopez's behavior and questionable decisions. Espinoza shows that the chaos benefits Stevenson, who can focus and let Lopez's reputation and distractions work against him. As fans talk and debate, Shakur stays sharp, ready to dominate both mentally and physically, while Lopez struggles to keep up with the mounting pressure.
Social media is going, absolutely crazy. And usually that does correlate to big pay-per-view, but not always, because there are a lot of times where people are just talking about craziness around a fight.
Ade Oladipo says it's somehow in Teofimo Lopez's system from other means, but even he admits this situation is wild. Despite attempting to give Lopez the benefit of the doubt, the controversy surrounding the positive test shakes confidence and credibility. Fans and analysts alike are left questioning his integrity, while Shakur Stevenson's camp watches and prepares. Stevenson remains disciplined, focused, and mentally sharp, knowing that Lopez's chaos is a gift for him. The uncertainty and media frenzy around Lopez put him on the back foot even before stepping into the ring, while Shakur's professionalism and preparedness stand in stark contrast. Every hesitation, every distraction, every second of public scrutiny becomes ammunition for Stevenson, making the bout as much psychological as physical, and Lopez's position looks increasingly precarious.
If it's somehow in his system from other means, I know that might sound crazy, but I guess we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, do we? I'd like to think we do. But yeah, this is wild. Honestly, this is wild.
Gareth A. Davies calls out Teofimo Lopez for having Ostrin in his system, a serious banned substance since 2008. Known for building lean muscle mass, its presence casts serious doubt over Lopez's integrity and readiness. While some might try to justify it, the rules are clear. For Shakur Stevenson, this is a golden opportunity. Lopez now enters the fight not just under scrutiny, but under suspicion, with every analyst, fan, and insider questioning his legitimacy. Stevenson, on the other hand, trains with focus, free from controversy, mentally and physically prepared. The contrast couldn't be starker. Lopez's credibility and discipline are crumbling under the spotlight, while Stevenson's reputation and readiness continue to rise, setting the stage for a high-stakes showdown where Lopez must answer not just to the fight, but to the court of public opinion.
In your system, it's in there. Osterin has been banned on the World Anti-Doping Agency list, Andy, since 2008. It's a very serious drug. It creates lean muscle mass.
Shakur Stevenson's response to Lopez's threats is classic ice-cold confidence. He dismisses the intimidation attempts, showing no fear or hesitation, and flips the narrative. He claims he will make Lopez quit, not the other way around. This highlights Stevenson's mental strength, his ability to stay calm under pressure, and his belief in his own preparation. While Lopez projects aggression and menace, Shakur demonstrates focus and strategy, refusing to be drawn into theatrics. His composure is a testament to his disciplined camp and experience at high-stakes fights. In the mental battle before the physical one, Stevenson is already taking the upper hand. He doesn't just fight in the ring, he controls the story, the hype, and the expectations, forcing Lopez to prove himself against a fighter who thrives under pressure.
Performance-enhancing drugs in his system. Whether I believe everybody should have the right to protest their innocence. Unfortunately, in this situation, it's guilty until proven innocent. I've been there, right? But one thing we 100% know in this situation.
Derek Chisora breaks down one of Teofimo Lopez's most dangerous assets, his relentless fitness and endurance. Lopez doesn't rely solely on power. He grinds through each round, starting steady and increasing intensity as the fight progresses. By mid-fight, he's pushing opponents to the brink, often making them feel like they've endured more than the official rounds reflect. This kind of conditioning allows him to maintain pressure, throw consistent combinations, and capitalize on fatigue in later rounds. For Shakur, this is a challenge. He must remain composed, stick to his game plan, and not allow Lopez to overwhelm him with pace. Chisora highlights that Lopez's ability to keep chucking and sustain output is a critical factor that could define this matchup, making fitness a weapon as lethal as his hands.
2-minute interview. I always say, it don't matter what drugs you take. It doesn't make you a better fighter. Might make you stronger. Might make you fit. It doesn't make you a better fighter. That's proof. You know. So until more news comes out, you just got to deal with it.
Ben Whitaker provides a well-rounded perspective, emphasizing the stylistic clash at the heart of this fight. He notes that Lopez is athletic, unpredictable, and fights from awkward angles, making him a dangerous and exciting opponent. At the same time, Shakur Stevenson is disciplined, technically superior, and capable of controlling distance, slowing the fight to his preferred pace. Whitaker appreciates the nuances. It's not just about power, it's about who can impose strategy, who reads the other better, and who executes under pressure. If Stevenson stays calm, manages range, and exploits Lopez's aggression, he has a clear path to victory. But Whitaker admits the unpredictability of Lopez. His athleticism and creativity ensure that every round will be competitive, making this a fight where preparation, timing, and in-ring intelligence are paramount.